Good morning, good afternoon, welcome everybody. Talos Mobis here, and Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and all of the above. This is the first update of the week for 2025. This is exciting. Today we're talking about one 4-star and one 5-star. You all already know what is out. Sorry for the delay, I've got the flu. So I will sound a bit off today. I might add a few coughs to just endorse further the flu problem. But we're talking about the 5-star raid Awakened Unicorn and the 4-star raid Delta Gundam Kai ground type. At least that's one of its many names. I guess it's also Delta Kai Gundam Delta Kai. But it's the ground type overall. You get the concept. Either way, because we got quite a bit to talk about, I'm not gonna tire you out too much. So let's get right into everything we need to know. New Year's boosted supply drop. Already pretty decked out, especially those parts we've talked about in the past. If you want them, go for them, but having one chance to get a good part and two mediocre parts is kind of painful. If I was going for something, it'd be the fire control optimization system more than anything. That's just me though. It's a very powerful part for what it is. Gundam Delta Kai ground type. If you want it, get it. We talked about it. Solid boy. I'd say really fun to use from what I've seen and from the times that I stole it once or twice. But that part is kind of mediocre at the best. It's just a filler part. Like doesn't. Nah. Personally, I can't really think how useful that will be, especially for its slots usage. Psycho Bow level 2, it will hold well at the 700, I'd say. More of a Suri moon. Other than that, GVO days are still running. By the time of this video, this Gundam level 1, level 2 cycle counter. And that's that for the PC update, so we're moving on to console update. Which finally got into New Year campaign. The year of 2025. The year of our Lord, the Unicorn Awakened that has arrived. Let's dive into it. We talked a bit about it. So instead of talking about it for too long, how about we see it in action a bit? Instant beam rifle. Good old classics. High blast radius, build stun is just 20%. Melee. Good old, knuckle sandwich. Downswing is a 3-hit combo. And the 3-hit combo you can actually cancel early. Heavy attack. Pretty powerful. As you can tell, does a lot of damage. And it's pretty quick, it comes out quickly. And again, just like the other one, you can cancel out before the last hit. Very, very useful. And if you're lucky, you can land a few hits if the mobile suit is big enough. Vulcans. Good old 6% build stun, good fire rate. Gatling. 4% build stun, just enough to break level 1 maneuver armor to stun anything without damage control. Gatling gun with limiter off. Build stun doubles at 8%. Range increases to, I think, if I'm correct, 500. I'll show you the 400. I'll show you the stats afterwards. And it gains piercing. Sealed funnels. Good old classic sealed funnels. The block hits for you, not for long though. Lock on funnel. Pretty straightforward again, as you can tell. Doesn't last very long, 5% build stun. Sensor funnels. Those are close range funnels that will attack anything that is close enough. And it can lock onto 2 targets, as you can tell. Work kind of like the Moon's funnels. And that's all of the weapons. That's the major gimmicks of the mobile suit. Now, if, let's just say, I counter someone, I have counter boost, making the heavy a lot quicker. But that's not where it's at. When you reach below 50%, you heal. And now, not only do I have a much more powerful counter, but I have raise counter, and yeah, the damage becomes biblical. You can see that. We're gonna look really quickly at the stats of the unit. You're gonna start by seeing the weapons right here. I'm going to not stay for long here, so that you can at least pause and read at your own convenience if you decide to. Shouldn't be too difficult, thankfully. We've been trying to keep them spaced out. As you can tell, the Awakened Unicorn, while it's not as tanky as its other 700 5-star siblings, it still is... By siblings I mean actually the 5-stars, not like the Unicorn, the original, the full armor, the Banshee and such. No. I'm referring to the other 5-stars, the other 2 5-stars, the Penelope and the C. But it's plenty fast. And if we scroll down here, the skills are, the new skills at least, are fascinating, to put it lightly. Do forgive me, I had to mute for a moment. So yeah, I'm gonna move it a little bit more, and yeah, you can see the rest. I've noticed that actually part of what I say here is actually cut off, unfortunately. Let's see if we can... there we go. Damaging enemies with melee or counters increase the damage dealt by 3% of the target's HP. So what we're gonna do, so that you can read this part, is we're gonna come here. Oh, I will have to fix it actually later. Either way, the Awakened Unicorn has a lot of tricks up its sleeve. So if you're interested, I'd say roll for it, especially since it comes with a new part. At the 7th step, you get the new guaranteed part, which is the Attack Defense Program level 1, which reduces melee attack damage taken by 10%, on top of it increasing your melee boost. This is clearly really good, if you couldn't tell. Forgive me. As I was saying, this is a really good part. It works really well, especially with melee frontliners that want to do both a lot more melee damage and take reduced melee damage. So, I endorse that. At least up until the 7th step, go for it. The 10th step, unless you want the 4-star, there's no real point to do it. So, that's my thought. The New Year's event, which is gonna last for 2 weeks, will give us, first of all, a 10 roll a week. So this is the first 10 roll right now. And on Thursday, we're gonna be getting the next 10 roll, which guarantees 2 3-stars or higher. And all of the mobile suits, all of the drops are mobile suits, which is really nice. Then we have the step up for the new year, which is really cool. Overtuning melee level 2, overtuning range level 2, and enhancement program melee level 1. Which the first two are incredible because you can stack them with the other overtunings, and the damage is going to be biblical. The enhancement program melee level 1. That one is a bit of an interesting one. I don't know how I feel about it. Here, let me bring it up. There we go. Melee strength, melee resistance, high speed movement, and thrusters and mobile turning increases by 1. An additional +1 is provided per unit level. This custom part can be enhanced up to level 5. Which I'm guessing it means that up to level 5 in units you get +1. So at the level 5 you get +5 melee strength, melee resist, high speed movement, thruster gauge, and mobile turning speed. So interesting, yes. Daily mission challenge, completing dailies, all 3 dailies you get the mechanic ticket. And you're gonna be also be getting more daily login bonus missions from 3 to 6, where you get the more rewards. Other than that, we covered these, and that generally covers everything. There's also GPO days. The DP exchange got loaded with the GPO on Aqua, the IGCA level 2, the Advanced Laser level 2, Justice Cesar Team B level 2, and obviously for the situation battle we have the Battle of Abawa Q, or the final battle Abawa Q, which is the original Gundam against the Zeong, and a few other units such as the Gelgug, the Bishop, Rikdom, and Zaku 2, and the Gunkan Gantang Gym Command Space Type, and a Gym. So overall, very much 1 year war. Very much side stories. So, yeah. For clan matches, the next one that we're looking at is gonna be a 400, so it's either gonna be a legit 400 unit, or it's gonna be another wild gun. I'd say take your pick. But that covers everything for this update. I tried to keep it relatively short, both for my sake and all of yours. Happy New Year again. And as always, I'll see you on the battlefield. Stay excellent.